through the lens of a learner. The world fails to be comprised of monotonous elements of consistency. Instead, within the life of every individual, fluctuations emerge that need to be addressed. Each person possesses a story consisting of the battles they have previously endured and those that are hastily approaching. Accompanied with each battle, turmoil and trepidation arise until accumulating to colossal quantities unable to be suppressed. Many will succumb to these pressures and burdens placed forth upon them. However, what each individual entity needs to comprehend is that hope remains. The darkened tunnel that has become their life is only temporary. With every failure, with every demise, there is light that prevails. This light instigates a world of luminosity and enlightenment. A world where the past fails to define the future. A world where uncertainty transforms into security and prosperity. Previously in June 2017, the unemployment rate consisted of 4.4% of the United States population. Therefore, 7 million individuals throughout the country remain faced with instability. Currently, the quantity of those suffering from long-term unemployment is ultimately diminished and accounts for 24.3% of the population unemployed. Predominantly, those who suffer from unemployment are absent of the experience and education necessary for occupations that are hiring. Thus, these individuals consist of limited opportunities. Furthermore, according to 2016 statistics regarding the unemployment of veterans from the Gulf War era to 5.1 to 4.3% tolerate unemployment. This agglomeration of veterans endured limited opportunities as 36% possess a service-connected disability in contrast to 22% of veterans in entirety. Ultimately, 453,000 veterans in 2016 were unemployed and consisted of 60% above the age of 45, 36% between 25 and 44, and 4% between 18 and 24. Unemployment prevails among veterans as they have been removed from the workforce for extended periods of time when serving overseas. Thus, the process to reinvent their lives is challenging and pose conflict for most. Angst and desperation emerge among these individuals who are forced to catch up to their established peers. Additionally, while various programs are instilled to procure advancement in employment throughout the veteran community, like training assistance, disability aid, the GI Bill, and a tax credit for private employers established in 2011, veterans remain bombarded with numerous obstacles. In 2013, for instance, according to reports from the White House, various localities possess complicated hiring requirements serving to prevent veterans from efficiently applying and obtaining civilian jobs. Therefore, veterans encounter difficulty when attempting to achieve formal private sector recognition regarding their overseas experience and military training. Ultimately, this hinders the ability for the private sector to profit from training and educating service members. Thus, this generates hesitation and dismay among the private sector when faced with the decision of hiring veterans. The predominant issue that ceaselessly consumes the mind of veterans is the culminating difficulty to transition from military to corporate culture and to translate military experience into a consistent language that corporations will comprehend. Various components pose complications regarding failure to communicate effectively, the inability to obtain the certification required for a job appropriate to skill set, and the inheritance of psychological and physical service-related injuries throughout the transitioning process. In addition, many were frustrated with limited regulation, clear command, and a straightforward path for advancement. Nevertheless, these inquiries solidified the necessity for military veterans to become project managers. To be continued.